Hey yo guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and I'm so sorry that I got um this show thumbnail thingy out late. And also the fact that it has the reciprocal of what show we're on. That's kind of funny how Mix made it on um episodes 34 and 43. Crazy how life happens that way. So yeah, I'm gonna fix the thumbnail after the show. Um and stuff like that just because I'm literally behind on everything in my life right now. Also, last week's episode was supposed to be this week, but stuff happened there too. So that episode will be next week, as well as another show next week. And yeah, anyways, please introduce yourself in case the batch don't remember who you are or in case other batch members show up.
Hello, my name is Mix, and it's nice to meet you all.
And then what are your pronouns? So that the
She, her, or they, them.
batch knows how to refer to you. Um
Oh,
but yeah, you already said that. So what is what is the hobby that you're hopping on here for today?
gaming.
And um how long have you been gaming for?
I want to say, I want to say not that long. Usually with gaming, for me, it's like an off and on thing. But as far as I can remember, since 2017.
Since 2017? That's on the newer end of how long people have been doing it, but it isn't the shortest amount of time that someone have ever successfully completed the show with. So yeah. Um and then how did you find gaming?
Um, Usually, how I found gaming. Usually, people would like introduce like different games to me and whatnot. Um, I started gaming mainly because of like motivation from my brothers.
And how did that translate into you actually wanting to pick up the hobby for yourself?
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Alrighty. um
Okay, I'm sorry
Alrighty.
for that short second. I'm not sure how that would translate to me
Like
with
why
it being a hobby.
like
It's just something that grows upon me,
like
like most of my
here's
other hobbies.
here's the thing, Mix. There's a difference um between just picking it up um because your brothers play it and pursuing it as a hobby outside of what you do with your brothers.
Oh,
And I'm just wondering um how you got to that point. Sorry if I'm not making sense.
oh, again, I'm not really sure how it fully translated to me. You doing?
Continuing on it without them. But yeah. Anyways, let's
Oh,
go to the next question. Why are you interested, or maybe you can emphasize your answer to my question through this next question, which is why are you interested in gaming slash why do you do it outside of your brothers? Hello.
I'm sorry. What was your question?
Um let's see. Why are you interested in it? Slash, why do you do it outside of the fact that you do it with your brothers?
Oh, mainly because whenever I'm out of like things to do, I just resort to gaming. It just helps me keep myself busy.
That is so fair. Isn't that like the textbook definition of a hobby, though?
Yes. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so it's not really like a passion or anything?
No, it's not really like a passion thing. It's just something I do. It's just something I do on the side, like if I'm ever out of drawing ideas.
That is so fair. And then, let's see. How much does it cost? And yes, I'm gonna make you include everything including the console, like like how much each game costs. Um, wait, are you hopping off again?
No, I just
Alright,
got done.
cool. Um, anyways, um, like, can you, alright, did you hear that question?
Yes, I did.
Can you
I
please
mainly just
answer
use
it?
my. Oh, yeah. I mainly just use my tablet for gaming. I don't own any game consoles as far as I remember.
How much did
I
your how much did your tablet
mobile.
cost? How much did your tablet cost?
I want to say 300, 400, somewhere around that line. It was pretty expensive though.
Yeah, that's fair. And then do you pay anything for each of your games or no?
Not really. I'm not usually the type to pay for like extra stuff for games.
But
I
do you
mainly just play how much I can play on a game.
but do you pay for the game? Um
Oh, no. Most of the mobile games I play are for free.
any
They're
of
just simply free to download games.
anything that you've bought that isn't free to download?
Um, Not really. I just try to avoid any pay to play type of stuff.
That's fair. So like FNAF costed money to buy. You didn't buy anything like that?
I didn't play Five Nights at Freddy's at all when I was younger. When it was still like a trending game. I never played Five Nights at Freddy's. It wasn't my thing back then.
That's fair. So you have never bought a mobile game? You just you just did the free to play ones?
Hmm. And mainly specifically I've been playing a lot of Roblox lately. Like Um, I mainly just been playing games on Roblox, like Dandy's World, Forsaken, and rarely I ever play Pressure.
That's fair. Just a disclaimer, the Rebellious Pastry stream shows or channel does not endorse any of this shady bullshit that Roblox have been doing to their fan base. Just to make
Oh,
that clear. If
uh huh.
if you want me to go into detail on that, out or in the in our DMs, I can. I just don't want to mention any more about it um on
I
air.
oh, I already know what stuff you're talking about. I've been seeing it across social media.
But yeah, the Rebellious Pastry channel does not encourage or endorse any activities that Roblox have been doing to their fans or what have been going on with their fan base. Anyways, just wanted to make that disclaimer in case like um people are like, but Pastry's talking about Roblox. Um yeah, just wanted to and also you can feel free to share your link or the stream link to your friends again. Anyways, um and then is it a one cost hobby or something that you keep on paying for? Which most gaming you know what this question means, right? Cuz you've been on here before.
Um, kind of, sorta. It's been a long while since the previous episode I've been on.
That's fair. But one cost means after you buy the equipment, as long as the equipment doesn't break, it's one cost. Something you keep on paying for is like a subscription. Or like if you keep on running out of drawing pencils slash erasers, it's like rebuying those.
Alright. So, now that you explained that, it's mainly just a one payment thing. As long as my tablet doesn't break down, which it never has, even though I had it for I had this tablet for 3 years straight, it hasn't been broken so far.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as my tablet doesn't break, it's
Knock
more like a
on
one
wood.
cost.
Knock on wood that it doesn't break, though. But yeah, I said other than equipment failure.
Oh,
Because
I don't
like,
own it. Oh, I'm sorry.
because like, because like, if we included the equipment failure into like something that you keep on paying for, then everything would be a hobby that you would keep on paying for. So that's why I don't count equipment costs in the one
Oh,
cost or something that you keep on paying for. And yeah. Um and do you make any money off of your hobby?
not really. Again, I don't do it as much as before, so not really.
Um Also, I'm so sorry, Donut Batch, that I posted the show link late. I just want to apologize again just because a lot of stuff have been just going on with um my life. And also, I'm switching over from Tuesdays to Wednesdays due to like my I roll job type stuff. So yeah. Anyways, next question. Um, um, and then, um, will you ever plan to make money off of gaming or no?
If I ever think about it, I have been thinking about it for a while, but when I make the decision, I I've been planning to since most other people have been making money off of gaming videos. So I might try to do it myself if I ever choose to.
Mm-hmm. And, and would you choose to do it on YouTube or do more of like a Twitch stream approach?
I was thinking more of doing it on YouTube.
Like
It'll
streaming?
be more like a yeah, more like a YouTube streaming thing.
Well,
I'm not that familiar since I haven't used Twitch in God knows how long.
well, I, I have, this very show is both being currently live on both YouTube and Twitch, so I have at least a baseline structure this, on how this, both of them work. If you wanted to get into like moderation of Twitch, I'm not the best one to ask about that because most of the things I do are on YouTube. So therefore most people who watch me just watch me through YouTube. So yeah. And then any like can you emphasize on like your future plan of like YouTube? Like, do you have like a channel name thought of yet, or no?
I might just post some gameplay videos onto my main YouTube channel, which is Let
Oh,
Mixels Live 27.
oh yeah, I forgot to post your link in the chat. Let me fix that. Like I
That's fine. Take your
like
time.
like I said, I've been running with around like a chicken without a head this week, so I don't normally let it show um on the channel, but I kind of had no other choice for this week. And also, can you send me your channel real quick, Mix?
Sure.
Um, and then, here's the next question, which I have roasted, someone else on the same hobby as you for this before. But how many hours a week do you typically spend on / with gaming?
Depends on how long until I'm like tired of playing. It could be like up to 3 hours, maybe 2.
A day or a week?
Mm, a day, 2 to 3 hours a day.
So how much does that translate into a week?
Around, hmm, I want to say 140 hours a week. I could be wrong, but like, no, I'm sorry, 14 hours a week. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of hundreds. Blech. I'm sorry.
1,400 day or hours a week. I'd be okay. That would be
No,
more than the person I roasted for his answer. His answer was
I was thinking
70 hours a
per,
week. Or 60 to 70 hours a week
that's a
on
lot of
gaming.
hours per week. But
So,
yeah,
would you
I was gonna
say
say like,
continue?
oh, I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Okay. Um, I would say if I played 2 to 3 hours per day, that would translate to a week like 14, 18 hours per week.
That seems reasonable for like a little side hobby. Um, and then um, how easy is it to have other hobbies? Yes, you kind of answered this one in all of the previous questions, but I want you to specifically answer that one for this one.
Um, I want to say out of all my hobbies, it's not really that hard. Well, gaming's not really much a hard hobby for me, as long as I find some game to play.
That wasn't the question.
Oh,
The
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I asked you how easy is it to have other hobbies on top of
Oh,
gaming?
um, it's not really that hard. I can try to find a mix between both my drawing hobby and my gaming hobby.
The
I
reason
mainly just
continue.
oh
Continue.
um okay. um I try to do like one hobby per day. Like sometimes one day I'll be doing gaming, another time I'll be doing drawing. Like a swap between days.
That's fair. The reason of why I ask that question is because for like some sports related hobbies, some people would say impossible because of just how much time commitment there is in there. Like my example is like any like sports related hobbies because they have so much time going to games, they have so much time to practice, have so much time to stretch, and also it's very like time restricting. So that's why I asked that question. And then would you consider gaming a social hobby? You also kind of mentioned this in previous questions.
I'm not sure if I would make it a social hobby. Like right right at the very second. But like I said, I do plan on making a social hobby like in the future.
And what I mean by social hobby is like, um, do you like to play solo games or games with other people? It doesn't matter if it's IRL or online.
That mainly depends, but most of the time I do play with friends.
So it is a social hobby.
Yeah, but I mean, I plan on playing more Roblox games or whatever games I can find with more people. If I can find more people to play with.
That is so fair. And then, how easy is it to work with others?
Mainly just depends on how. I'm not sure. Mainly it just depends on the type of people I play with. Sometimes it can be hard because people don't like playing fair nowadays, and people just complain about the littlest things in the game. Other times you get like a person who just plays the game fairly, and I'm not sure how to explain. It mainly just depends on the people I play with.
Mm-hmm. And would you say co-op games or versus games are easier?
I prefer co-op games. Again, I really like to play with everybody. I'm not really that much of a person for like versus games. I really like to play with people and play together with people. Like work together with people in a video game.
But yeah, honestly, no matter what kind of hobby you have, depending on the person, is like the most honest answer you could give for this question. Um, and then how has gaming helped you? Please answer this question every um in every direction possible.
I want to say it mainly just helps me with it just helps me pay attention a lot more. Due to me playing video games and playing like I don't know, me just playing games just helps me with being more keen with different. It helps me be more keen with different stuff. Like it helps me pay attention to a lot more things that people never catch. It helps keep my mind off of things whenever I'm stressed or nervous. Um, Gaming is just I'm not sure how else, else I can think of, but mainly it just helps me like pay attention to different stuff, and it just helps me calm down whenever I'm stressed
That is
or
so
keep my mind off the whenever I'm bored.
that is so fair. So you say like outside of gaming, you tend to pay attention to more specific things because of gaming?
Yes, and it helps me like, and sometimes gaming helps me with like quicker movement and whatnot.
So
Like it
fair.
makes me, yeah, basically quick movement.
Like mentally or physically quick
Basically.
movement. Hmm. I would like you to explain that one a little bit more.
So,
And oh
I
hey,
work.
our wait. Also, our one viewer currently is from Twitch. Do you know Dr Dr. Dis Destructo?
Dr. Destructo.
Or are you brand new here? If you're brand new here, welcome. Glad you
I
made it.
don't remember Dr. Destructo. I am so sorry.
Me neither. So welcome to the show if you're new here. But yeah, anyways, continue. Or also, wait, before we continue, batch members, feel free to ask us questions about gaming. And if you're asking us questions, please either put at Rebellious Pastry or a donut emoji next to it to make sure that we know that you're talking to us and not each other. But please keep in mind that I will still be moderating the comments, so please don't be mean to each other. Also, um, if you ask a question that is outside of gaming, I I may delete your comments. depending on, I'm letting Dr. Destructo comment stay up, but don't answer it. But you have a risk of getting your comments deleted. But please keep in mind, if I delete your comment, it's just because it's off topic and not because it's inappropriate in any way. But please keep your questions on topic. Anyways, continue with what you were saying, Mix.
Thank you. I work at a dishwashing thing, a dishwashing job. And for me playing video games so much, it just helps me perform my tasks a little bit faster than usual.
Hmm.
Like I get dishes done faster. Um, I catch dishes faster than usual. It just helps me do things a bit faster than usual than I
But,
usually would.
so is that more within your brain or within your hands? Because I'm not quite understanding the correlation here.
Oh, well, thinking about it now that I explained it, I would say it's more like with a brain thing.
That makes sense. Like, it helps you, like, think about things quicker. That makes total sense. And then, is that it for all the ways gaming has helped you?
Uh huh.
Alrighty. On the flip side, since always nothing always has an upside, what is the downsides to gaming?
Usually, downsides of me to gaming. Sometimes I would get too focused and I would not fully pay attention to my surroundings. Like, let's just say, for example, I would be playing a video game. I become too focused on making sure I get the game finished, and there is a person calling my name for something. I wouldn't be able to hear them because I'm not fully paying attention to my surroundings because I'm too focused. So me being too focused on one thing, which is the game, is like one downfall. Um, two, I want to say because I'm not sure. Two, I'm not sure how to explain two, but usually there's not that much of a big range of games for me to play.
Yeah, but with here's something that I could say that would help you with your like range of things you could play, which is
Mhm.
buy a console if you want to play more games. Like, I'm more of a Nintendo Switch type of guy than Xbox or PlayStation. But Nintendo's Switch 2 is like way too expensive for most people. So I'd say like maybe getting like the original Switch while while Nintendo hopefully shrinks their ego a little bit and makes their devices cheaper. Just a thought, just a
I
thought.
agree.
But anyways,
I,
continue with what you're saying.
what's another downfall? With some games usually, some of the games I would normally play, not usually, some of the games I would play sometimes make me more stressed than usual. Because sometimes, whenever I'm playing a game and I'm trying to calm down, depends on the game I play, but I get, whenever I do play a game, sometimes I gain more stress than losing stress at times.
Yikes. Can you give me an example of what kind of game?
So, like, horror games, for example. Like, if I ever start to play a horror game just to keep my mind off things, due to the nature of the horror game, like, it, I don't know, horror games just make me anxious. Like, it's making me more anxious and stressed. Mainly because of, like, what can happen later on in the game. And that usually isn't healthy for me,
Yeah,
mentally, because
that's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
That is so fair. What are you apologizing for this time?
No, I'm sorry for stuttering so much.
It's okay. It's all fine. I'm not picky on stuff like stuttering or anything. I don't think the batch is picky on that either. Um, but anyways, what is your other like downsides to gaming?
Whenever I, one of the downsides to me for gaming, you could be hyped up for a game like that looks good, only for it to be like something horribly bad. Like, say if you heard of a game that's later coming out that looks good in the trailers, you get the game, but it ends up being horribly bad. Like bad graphics, bad sound engineering, sometimes bad voice acting, or bad controls. Somewhere around that line.
That's so fair. I've even had that happen before. Um, any other downsides you can think of?
Not really.
And then, um, very last question, which is, um, would you recommend it to others? Or
I would
last question out of the preset ones.
I would recommend gaming to others if they want to continue gaming or if they wish to keep on with playing games and whatnot. I
My
don't normally.
that question is more for like people who have never started gaming. Should they start?
Oh, well, if they wish to start gaming, I encourage it. There are plenty of fun games you can play, like Pokemon that I can think of, um, Minecraft. There's just so many iconic games you can play, depending on the console you get. So yes, I encourage it.
Anyways, that's it for the preset questions. Which now it's um my turn to ask you specific questions that I think of. Which is my first one is what is Dandy's World? Um what is Dandy World and why do you play it? Just give me a basic
Dandy's World.
rundown.
Oh, Dandy's World is this Roblox game made by Quell. It's basically about this. It's about these little cartoon characters named Toons. And if you play Dead by Daylight, you recognize this mechanic. You'll have to go around like fixing generator machine things throughout the floors and try not to get caught by the different monsters or different twisteds, which is what they're called in Dandy's world, throughout your journey, going down each floor.
That makes
And
sense.
no, and I played because I just like the characters. I played the game because I like the characters, and it's just fun to me. There's just something about Dandy's World that's fun to me.
So is Dante's World more of a plot heavy game or more of a like I don't know what the opposite of plot heavy game would be.
Mm. Well, it's not really a plot heavy game, but the developer does plant little hints and clues of the plot along in the main game. Like there'll be bits and pieces of the story scattered across the different floors.
And is it one of those games that has a set beginning and a set end? Or is it more like Smash Bros where you just can keep on playing and playing it for the for the infinity of forever?
It's like Super Smash Bros. It's like Super Smash Bros. Where you keep playing till the infinity of forever.
Yeah. Let's see. What other games do you play?
I did download an emulator for like DS games. I mainly play emulator versions of Pokemon. I just I just recently started playing like the sequel to Pokemon Black and White. I finished White 2 not too long ago, and I'm starting to work on finishing Black 2.
Hmm, that's fair. So why do you go with the emulated versions rather than the actual console?
I had a console before, but um well, actually, I do have the DS console, but I don't have the games for it. Like, the only game I have is Pokemon Black, and I finished that, and it's hard for me to find DS games in stores and whatnot anymore. Mainly because people sell games for an extremely high price, or they're just hard to find anymore, and they don't sell as much anymore. So, I download like emulator versions, so it'll save me like money and time to find the actual physical cartridges for the games.
That's fair. And is the emulator legal?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, yeah.
Because,
Like
like,
most.
continue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Continue.
Okay, okay. So most of the emulator websites that I get the emulators from do sell like emulator versions legally. Like there'll be somewhere in the websites I go to might say that they're legally like emulated.
And do you have to pay any money to access that legally emulated stuff or no?
No, not really. They're mainly just free, but they do take a while to download due to how big the game files are.
How long on a how long would it typically like take to download in general?
I would say like an hour 30 minutes. Depending on how big the game is though. But since I download like DS simulators, they take like an hour, maybe an hour 30.
And then do you prefer like games that are mostly do you do games that are mostly wait, shoot, sorry. I'm trying to remember what I meant. Like, do you prefer like traditionally mobile games or do you prefer the games that were um traditionally um on a console and then um transferred over to the tablet?
Mainly just traditionally mobile games.
So like
Nothing not mainly just apps that are just in the tablet or in the tablet itself. I don't really have anything I could transfer like different apps or different games to my tablet to.
my question is like, do you prefer things like what is a mobile game that I can think of that isn't Minecraft because Minecraft counts as both? Like something like I'm trying not to um date myself either when I say this, but like you know those games that you just directly download from the App Store?
Mm-hmm. Subway Surfers.
Like okay, Subway Surfers, or do you prefer things more like Pokemon?
I want to say I prefer traditionally mobile games mainly because well I just like I've been mostly playing traditionally mobile games for a while.
Um that is so fair. What is your favorite like traditionally mobile games?
I'm not sure as much anymore, but back then during 2017, I would normally just play like old classic mobile games like Pooh or something. Like Pooh's like this mobile game back in the day where you have to take care of this little blob.
Oh yeah, I
It's basically
remember that.
a mobile game.
I
Back then, that
remember
was my
that.
play.
Um, and then, um, what are some mobile games you play these days?
Mainly just Roblox. I do play a little bit of Hold on, I do play like some of those little categorizing games where you have to place things in a certain order. Basically, like organizing games. Roblox, organizing type games. I also play a little bit of trivia crack.
What
Mainly
is
just games.
Trivia Crack?
Oh, it's this mobile app where you do all sorts of trivia. Like animals, cartoon shows, cartoon characters, historical events, any topic you can think of for a trivia type thing.
So, random question, but do you know Jackbox? Do you like to play Trivia Murder Party or no?
I've heard of Jackbox, but I never played it. I have seen other people play it, but I don't really play it myself.
I've played it myself before.
That's
It's
cool.
um, it's just one of those types of games that it like how much fun you have with them is depending on like who else is with you. When you um when you play them, like mostly in real life, like depends on how much energy they put into the game and how much energy you put into the game as to if it's fun or not.
Hmm, that's cool. Cool bean.
Also, Jackbox is one of those games where like people tend to like to play it with not channel appropriate apple juice. And that can be really funny. As long as everyone's on the same page. I'm not
It's
encouraging
not
I'm
fun.
I'm not encouraging not channel appropriate apple juice, if if you ever do play Jackbox with not channel appropriate apple juice, it's fun. I'm not gonna mention the times I have, cause that's one of those things that I don't mention on the channel. But yeah. Anyways, all right, trivia. As far as Trivia Murder Party goes, I just like to play it just to watch myself lose. Do you ever play any games that you suck at just for fun?
Shoot. I don't fully know. I don't fully know the game, but I do. But yes, I do. I don't fully remember the game, but I did used to play this game, and I would lose just for the heck of it.
But yeah, wait, um, back when Flappy Bird was a thing, did you ever download it and play it?
Oh yeah, Flappy Bird. That's what the name of it was. It was Flappy Bird, and
Yeah.
it was Flappy Bird, and I stuck. I tell you, I stunk at the game.
And did you ever play Fruit Ninja?
Yes, I remember Fruit Ninja too. But I was actually pretty skilled at Fruit Ninja. I don't really get high scores, but I do get pretty good scores.
Yeah. Do you feel like the arcade version or the tablet version was better? As far as
To
Fruit
me, I
Ninja goes.
to me the arcade version seems more fun than the tablet version.
Same here.
Maybe because you get to compete against mainly because there's two of the Fruit Ninja things you can Fruit Ninja games. You can try to compete with another person, try to get the high score.
Um, that is so fair, but yeah. Um, what's your thoughts on arcades? Since they're still, like, in the gaming realm.
I love arcades. I would roam around an arcade just to find a good game to play. But mostly I'll just play like those little basketball arcade games, the Connect 4 basketball game. Um I would go play like they have a Luigi's Mansion arcade game that would sometimes play.
That's so fun. Did you ever, like, um, just go to just to, let's see, just to win tickets, or no? Or did you just play games? Because I personally, um, um,
You cut out for a moment. I didn't actually hear what you said because you cut out. You were cut out for a
sorry, my brain
moment.
kinda,
See? You
my,
cut out again.
sorry, sorry, I was kind of,
I'm
like, distracted.
not sure. I'll let you see if you try to get it fixed.
Alright, um, let me see if, let's see, um, let me see if it's a mic setting, and if it's not, then we're gonna have to switch over to, um, Google Meet, because Google Meet have been treating me better with this stuff. Have I been breaking up this entire, like, show episode, or just now?
Just now.
Alrighty. Is it fixed?
Yeah, you're not breaking up as much anymore. I
Okay.
can hear you clearly.
Alrighty, I just wanted to check because in previous episodes I've had to switch over to Google Meet, or start on Google Meet, just because, like, Discord have been making my voice choppy. But did you ever, like, just play arcade games for the tickets, or have you just played the games regardless of how many tickets were were won? Were won. Words are hard.
It's fine. I can see what you're trying to ask. I immediately just play
You're cutting out too.
tickets. I play just to have fun. I play arcade the arcade games I play just to enjoy myself.
Yeah. That's so fair. I played mostly for the tickets, honestly. But yeah, did you like the team Pac-Man better, or the individual Pac-Man? Cause like, um, have you seen those team Pac-Man games, or like versus Pac-Man games? Like, it's a bigger screen, and it's
Uh, um, we have one. No, I'm sorry. There was those types
continue.
of Pac-Man arcade games or like Dave and Buster's.
Hmm. But, like, have you seen those, like, that, like, 4-person versus Pac-Man games?
I
Um,
think the last time I played.
I
Oh,
like that Pac-Man
um,
better than the traditional one.
me too. I think the last time I played that Pac-Man arcade game, I lost. I
Oh,
lost and I was in second place.
also, Donut Batch, please feel free to ask questions about gaming. But if you ask a question that isn't about gaming, I'm gonna delete your comment. Also, because it's a hobby interview show, not a Q&A. But I could do a Q&A later for myself if you want to. If you wanted to do a Q&A with Mix, that would be up to you and Mix on her channel. Because I am the person who this channel is based after. But yeah. Anyways,
Oh,
so
your voice
so
is choppy again.
feel free. Ah, sorry, my Discord keeps on disconnecting me and reconnecting me to the call. So yeah, feel free to ask Mix any questions about gaming. But if there, and also please make sure you put a donut emoji, either donut emoji or at rebellious pastry or after before or after the question to make sure that um to make sure that um sorry, my brain is like frying itself sometimes. It's so hard for me to stay focused right now. Um but anyways, please make sure you put at rebellious pastry or a donut emoji either before or after the question so that we know that you're talking to us, not each other. And but please keep in mind that I still moderate the entire chat, so please don't be mean to each other. Anyways, um right, let's reel it back in here even though we're on topic with the arcades. Um yeah, anyways, so um back to um anyways, sorry. Um um so did you ever play any mobile games you didn't like? And if you didn't like them, why? Hello? What the hell, Discord? Stop it. Do you want to switch to meats instead?
Sure.
What the fucking hell, Discord? Discord has gotten worse with calls for some reason. It used to work really well. I don't know if it's due to the fact that I am using Explorer since Chrome doesn't like my mic again. I'm also really bad at electronic systems really don't like me, so um let me do a meets. New meeting right now. Connect mix to it. Here we go. Wait, no, not to wonders, to mix. Do 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 do. Alrighty, click on that link real quick. Cool. Exit out of Discord and then admit. Alrighty, sorry about that.
Alright, seems to be working much better.
Yep. Alrighty, anyways, shoot, what, so, let's see, what was the question? Oh, yeah, what was a mobile game you didn't like, and why? That you've played.
A mobile game that I didn't like. I would say one mobile game I really didn't like, in my opinion, was, don't get mad at me, Subway Surfers. Mainly because of, it's just, I don't know, it's just way too repetitive for me. It's just way too repetitive. And there's really nothing new that gets added on to Subway Surfers anymore.
Some people think that same thing about Mario.
What? Mario?
Because before like the Wii U days, I think it was just the same plot line over and over again. Like,
Oh,
Peaches
with
with Peach getting kidnapped and Mario saving
Princess
her.
Peach getting captured by Bowser.
Yeah, but they're like but they're making more actual Princess Peach games. I think they've made one for the Switch actually.
Yeah, they have. Um, it's where Princess Peach enters like a theater and performs like different plays and whatnot. And each of her costumes are like based on the different play she's in.
That is so fair. Also, yes, my voice did get deeper. I'm glad you noticed that. Anyways. um, did you notice that mix?
No, not really. Again,
Hmm.
I don't fully pay attention to most things. I
But
haven't really been paying attention to how deep your voice was.
then again, it's been a while since Wonders have tuned in or like heard anything that has come out of my mouth. Like words. So maybe that's why she's noticing the change more. I don't even know. Anyways, um and then you didn't like Subway Surfers. Any other games you didn't like and why?
I'm sorry. Zoned out again. Not again. Sorry, yeah, I just zoned out. Sorry.
Wait, what? What happened?
No, I zoned out. Spaced out.
Alrighty, you're
To
good.
put it with,
Why are you
zoned
spacing
out just.
out? Why are you spacing out so much this episode?
I don't know. I'm just extremely nervous. Not just what happens whenever I'm extremely nervous or whenever I'm extremely anxious. I
That
zone out.
that is so fair. But there's nothing to be afraid of with this show. You've been on here before. But
Yeah, you're
I
right. You're right.
understand. Um but yeah. You've been on here like twice. I think this is your third time on here, fourth?
Now
Um
that I'm, it is. Yes, it is my third time.
yeah, the batch haven't gotten after you for anything, so I'm not trying to like downplay your like nervousness. I'm just saying how like you've done this like 3 other times before and nothing bad has happened. Anyways, back with the questions. Um let's see. What other Roblox games have you played and why do you play them?
I mentioned playing Forsaken mainly because mainly because of my sudden interest into it. I've been starting. I never really liked or got interested into Forsaken, but when a friend of mine introduced Forsaken to me, I've started to grow. I'm starting to grow into liking it. Mainly because of the character. Once again, with Dandy's World, I liked the characters of Forsaken, but I also liked the lore behind each character. Because in Forsaken, there's different lore behind each of the characters, and some are actually inspired by actual real people,
Hmm.
which is unique.
So how so like how was these characters based off of real people?
One of the characters, I'm not sure how, but there was this character that's inspired by like a hacker. There's this back in the old Roblox days. There was this hacker named 7707, I think. I'm not sure what their full username was, but I know they had two sevens.
Hmm.
But they were an actual hacker, and they decided to take this hacker's avatar and make it into a character. The same thing goes with another hacker named Cool Kid, and they also put his avatar um into the Roblox game as like a character.
So how did they know who these hackers were?
There have mainly just been YouTube videos describing these people. There have been hundreds of YouTube videos describing these hackers and what they've done. Mainly, they just don't like silly shenanigans when it comes to hacking.
That's fair. And these hackers don't want to sue the um people who make Forsaken, right? Because if they didn't have those
Oh,
hackers' permissions, then that could mean like legal hot water for Forsaken.
I shoot. I haven't really dug that far into Forsaken and how they got these characters involved. But as far as I'm aware, um, this Cool Kid hacker has been featured in pretty much other Roblox games as far as I've heard of. So maybe because of that, they chose to add Cool Kid, the hacker Cool Kid, into their game too, because everyone else has been doing it.
That's fair. And as far as Roblox games go, is it more like independent people um doing these, or like making these games, or like big corporations?
Mainly just mainly just independent people.
So, would you say that Roblox would be a good start for someone if they wanted to start their own like video game, or like their own like video game to like end up selling one day?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Or like
And you
the
can
future,
earn
like for the future game designers out there?
yeah, I recommend it. They have like lots of different tools you can use. They even Roblox is even like they got their own little game studio where you can create your own little games in the app.
That's so fair. And do you tend to mostly play with people you know, or people you don't?
Mainly I just play with people I know. I don't play with random strangers most of the time.
That's fair. Some games, I would think some of those games just have you play with random strangers, if I remember correctly, from just what I've heard from people.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say some games do that too. They do pair you with random people.
Yeah. um let's see. Do you tend to play like the newer Roblox games, or the Roblox games that have been played on forever?
Um, I mainly just play the same old Roblox games I play. Like, I don't play like any new Roblox games that um I don't play any new Roblox games that recently come out. I just play like the same old games I would usually play.
Have you ever considered making your own Roblox games, or no?
I have been thinking about one time, but I don't necessarily have like this. the knowledge of how Roblox Studio works.
I mean, you could probably
So,
experience with it if you truly wanted to.
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But no pressure. Let's see. What is the hardest video game you've ever played?
Shoot, the hardest video game I ever played. Um,
And
trying
what
to
made it
think
hard?
back.
You can think of a few if you want to.
Okay, I think I thought of one. I think the one game I played that was kind of hard for me was pressure. I'm not used to how pressure works, and it's hard for me to like keep track of the different entities that I would encounter since they all vary at random. And they're not like one first one entity, then another entity. Like it's not a repeating pattern. They all vary. And sometimes with that type of stuff, games that have monsters that vary depending on the level, it's just it just throws me off. And
That,
whenever I do get thrown off by that type of stuff, it makes the game hard for me because again, it's hard for me to keep track.
that's fair. I forgot to ask, but do you play Roblox also on your tablet or do you play it on your computer?
I just play Roblox on my tablet most of the time. Again, I don't have any other devices for like other games. I mainly just have my tablet to play on
Oh,
and my phone,
I
but
thought
mostly
you
my tablet.
I thought you owned a computer. My bad.
No, that's okay.
I obviously own a computer for all the crazy stuff I do on this channel. um, it's just so hard to ask questions about gaming because gaming is one of those hobbies that is more about like consuming what other people have made versus like making your own things. So, do you have, as I try to think of more questions, can you please, if you were me asking someone who was doing a hobby interview show on gaming, what kind of questions would you ask the guest?
I was um I would say what's my favorite game? Like what's my favorite Roblox game?
I think I've already asked you that though.
You did? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you did. Um
out of everything, I haven't asked.
I I'm not sure. I'm trying to list some questions off the top of my head. But
I
it's
am too, but the thing is about gaming hobbies is that it's hard to ask questions about things that other people have made versus like any other episode I tend to do on here is about like making something. So, since I can't seem to think of any more questions or and you can't think of any more questions, would you like to end the show early? It would be no failure of either of us. It's just how these types of it's just how the gaming hobbies tend to go.
I mean it's mainly up to you, but I say it's fine. If you want I wouldn't
Or
mind ending it early, but that's you.
alrighty. That's I'm gonna plan on ending this show early. I'm so sorry to everyone. We just gaming just tends to be like one of those like shorter episodes that tends to happen. And yeah, do you have any channel announcements for your for people watching?
I don't have really any big announcements other than I'm not really sure. I don't really have any big announcements. Really.
That is so fair. So my channel announcements is I'm so sorry that I still haven't been able to really work on anything, including Inktober, because just I've been so busy with life and just outside stressors are just happening, and I've just been trying to deal with those. And mostly the only thing I'll say about outside stressors is just please, just please be nice to each other. The world's really rough, right? Is really a rough place right now. It's so rough that I'm even mentioning such a thing on air. I don't normally mention things like this on air. And yeah, just please be nice to each other, and I'm hoping I'm able to produce more animations in 2026 than I have in 2025 or even in 2024 just due to like life being busy. But good news is I'll have two show episodes next week because last week got eaten up by two jobs. And yeah, anyways, Mix, do you have a outro?
Um, it's hard for me to come up with outros nowadays, but I hope y'all have a good day. Stay safe. And yeah, that's really all. Just have a good day and stay safe. Be safe out there.
Alrighty. Um, I'm just gonna say I platonically love you, my donut batch, and see you in the future to come. Bye. Are you gonna say bye?